It's Nikki and
Nathan.
you hear our dog in the background barking. We have no clue what she's barking at. She probably doesn't even know. But it's Nikki and Nathan, and we're here to talk, give you a video about some topics that always come up. This topic definitely is one thing that Nathan and I, in our 20 years of marriage, have always gone by, and it is a great, great thing. And that topic is?
The topic is the role of the household, and then the stages of the responsibilities of there. Normally, or always, I'm saying not normally, it goes God, husband, wife, children, and then as you heard, the dog. Those are the good.
Hey,
those are the
she's
rules
considered one of our children.
That's why I put her in the list.
And don't forget Trez in the background.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like you said, it's the order of your house. To be able to have a functional home, you should always go with God, your spouse, and then your kids. Mm-hmm. A lot of people get confused and they want to say that we're going to go ahead and the kids need to be first, and absolutely not. And the reason we don't say that the kids should be before your spouse is because Nathan and I have like this philosophy that if you look at it this way, the earth is God. Your foundation is the parents, and then the house is the kids. Mm-hmm. So if the foundation is not correct, then your house will crumble. Yes. So you always have to have your spouse first and put them before the kids, because like Nathan and I say, the Bible says for a child to leave and to cleave. If and when they leave the house, then you will have two people in the house looking at strangers. You have no clue what is going on with your spouse. So you always need to make sure that your husband or your wife is first, and then, God first, and then your kids.
Right. Yeah. In order for the couple to have a good structure, then the kids will follow. If the head of the household and the couple is fighting, bickering, not agreeing on things, then there's no way of you teaching the children and also guiding the children on the good things of life and the way to go. And it all creates and it'll form into one good ball from there.
Exactly. Like I said, we all know people that come from, and that would be one of our executive directors, our producers. One of the pieces of the house, that's my son in the background sneezing. But one of the, we all know people that, have gotten divorced or things of that nature. And Nathan and I, what we have done throughout our whole relationship is we take those things into consideration, while we're together, and we say, you always want to say to yourself, what don't you want in your marriage?
Right.
So just look around and find out what you don't want in your marriage. One thing that we don't suggest and never will suggest is saying that that's exactly the way that you want your house to be ran. Because the grass is not always greener on the other side. Mm-hmm. You just stay home, water your own grass, then you should be okay.
Right.
But so another thing that we want to talk about is roles. Knowing your role as husband and wife and what goes on. And the role, what do you say the role should be?
I would go with the role of the husband is to be the provider and the leader. Mm-hmm. And then from there, the wife will follow. And then if the husband knows that the wife is listening and following and agreeing, then the husband has no way of looking behind his shoulder wondering who's behind him, because he always knows that the wife is behind him. Exactly. And then from there, the stages go on from who's behind who. But the husband of the household is the leader and head of the household. And then from there, everybody will fall in their position or their role.
Exactly. And the wife's role is to be the husband's helpmate. Mm-hmm. You are supposed to follow what they say, take care of the home, make sure that he is not stressed out as much as possible. Like Nathan said, we want to make sure that the husband is leading, going straight. He also wants to make sure that he doesn't have to look back. And, so the wife needs to make sure that she has his back. She doesn't need to worry about following him because she knows that he is going down the right path. Right. So she's got his back, he's got the front, and everything else is covered. Like Nathan said, the roles, wife, helpmate, take care of the house, take care of kids, and things of that nature. Now, with that being said, we're not saying that a wife doesn't have a say in what's going on.
Right.
We're just saying that the man is the head of the household, and then the wife comes next. You know, we always sit down and we talk and make decisions and things of that nature, and then we just come to an agreement. I think Nathan and I have been married for so long. 20 years, June 1st. Let's give it up. High five, boom.
Right on.
20 years, June 1st. We know what each other are thinking and what he is going to say, and I'm pretty sure he knows what I'm going to say and what we're going to do. Finishing sentences or whatever's in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we just wanted to say that knowing the role and the order of which your house is built on will give you a solid structure, and it will also just make life, easier.
Yes.
We always say, people say, well, I'm doing it for the kids, this, that, and the other. No, you can't. You have to always God first, and then your spouse.
If you don't do it for yourself, you can't do it for the kids. It starts with you.
Yeah, it starts with you. So that is just one of the things that we want to stop by and talk about. You have anything else to say, Mo?
No, I think I'm pretty much good. Just keep in touch with us. Always check in. Always comment. Make remarks. The more feedback we get from you will help us to do this better, to try and reach the masses as best we can.
Reach the masses. That gives me giggles every time he says that. Okay, so we love you guys. Again, like Nate said, like, share, comment. If there's something that you want to talk about, just go ahead and inbox us. We can get that taken care of. And I think that's pretty much it for this video.
I think that's it.
All right, and before we go, we'd like to go ahead and give 2 shout outs to Jacob Johnson. He's our executive producer, the one that just sneezed in the background. And Antrez Baker, our adopted son, as he's standing up waving. They're our executive producers in these films, in these videos hereafter. All right, well, thank you. Love you guys. Keep that pillow talk coming. Bye.
Hey,